Hey guys, just doing a quick video, sort of a quick process on how I plan out a design and jot out some sort of preliminary sketches to show a customer. Here I probably write up my sequence. I wanted to do 3 panels, so we got that's pretty basic, but it's very vague initially at this stage. So even these points you can deviate from or expand on as well. So first one, it's for a mechanic store that delve in four-wheel drive tires and car care service as well for high performance vehicles, sort of top end clients as well. So here I've just written the first note for the first window, 4x4 hanging over rocks with river under, looking over the city. The center shot would be the garage, in between, maybe working on a car, throwing on the tires, car on a hoist, guys mucking around, something like that. And on the opposite side you have the sports car or a luxury car, a classic car as well, leaving from the city looking at the country. So you've got that reverse environment where you've got tires, for example, or cars that drive in the country, and you've also got that diverse environment with the working in the city. So and these are just quick points. It takes about a couple of minutes just to write up, and you can amplify. Drawn up a view of the four-wheel drive, just climbing some rocks, a bit of a bandy sort of look, wheels all bending over and dropping and stuff like that, so it's showing a lot of traction, following another guy with the view in the background of the city. It did sort of obscure the angle of the car a bit. You couldn't see the tires as much. I was hoping to have a character running out, so because it's in Australia, the driver will be on the other side, so it will be a mirror version of this. This one I was showing a little bit of a worm's eye view, close up of the tires, and probably showing off a little bit of suspension there, a little bit of a hint there, but not too much. The tires, and try not to get into too much detail. At this stage it's still a sketch, and then in the distance you've got another four-wheel drive running off and the city again in the background. These little points then you can start writing on little notes, for helping, so that the client can see that as well. We're looking at a classic 58-59 Corvette Stingray. You've got the couple just driving really fast, and she's got her little hanky or ribbon, and it's flapping in the wind, so it's showing a bit of motion. And then you've got the woods back there. I was thinking of throwing in maybe a four-wheel drive, but depending on how big the image will be, you might be able to see that. But then again, you're sort of offering a couple of other various angles. Sometimes it's you're working at a dynamic, in a sense, So I found that using still a Corvette, a lot of the view here was obscured. If you weren't too much into classic cars, you'd have to figure out what it was straight away from the grille, and maybe the way the top lights are. You could even mistake it for a Jag. Again, roughly just scribbling sports car on this particular angle. I've got a ribbon here that's sort of blowing off the female passenger to give that dynamic that it's going really fast and that the wind's caught it. You've got the over-towering city in the background, a couple of notes to assist in the development for the concept or preliminary concepts. Spoken to the customer briefly on the previous sketch, and they didn't want to sort of focus too much on classics or vintage cars, but they wanted to introduce the prestige and performance vehicles as well. So in this thing, it's like not in the same scene, but on the same picture. You've got the dynamic sports car, Nissan GTR in this case, is one of the customers that GOODSPANNER have from New South Wales have worked on. And again, you've got the city in the background to illustrate perspective. So yeah, so long suckers, like he's leaving the city. He's, you know, it's the performance of the tires. It's been good enough for the city, but he wants to just release it and get out on the track, which the product in this case being the tires, are adaptable to. So, and also with the performance of the vehicle, whether they do the maintenance on that. So in this case, I think this one sort of describes it really well. At this stage, it's still a preliminary sketch. So so we'll take it from there and maybe elaborate on certain aspects of it. So yeah, in this case, I'll probably maybe add a few little details like small caption windows before and after this scene. Maybe the guy sticking in the keys in the car, close up of that, and you see him tearing away, and the ribbon maybe in the distance, or the car in the distance and the ribbon falling on the road. It's like nearly even sketching for a TV show, so, or a commercial like that. So it's a storyboard in a sense. Yep. Cool, thanks for watching, guys. This is Aran of Aran, Australian custom comic artist.